Everybody has to go. You first, you get your pick of the time.
Can I do multiplication if I give a different reason?
Yes, absolutely. Go for it.
Okay. My name is Molly, and I've chosen multiplication, so I guess I'm multiplication Molly. I picked that because I think that the impact I have on the people around me, my attitude and my beliefs kind of multiply and kind of spread out to other people. Just like the joy and positive attitude I try to bring into other people's lives, I think that affects them, and then they go out and it just multiplies. So a little bit about me. Is that what's next? Talk about ourselves.
Yes. Or something unique about you.
I have played every sport pretty much, and also nearly every instrument. I think extracurriculars was like my upbringing for the most part. I did pretty much everything under the sun: sports, music, art. So I'd say I have a pretty wide range of talents.
That's awesome. Great. Welcome. All right, Carly, you ready?
I'll wing it. I guess I'll go with kilowatt since it's a what is it? A measure of electricity or power.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'd say that because I have a pretty interesting personality. I'll just put it that way. Electric.
Mm-hmm.
And then what were the other two things?
Just something about you and then something unique.
If I'm not doing school stuff, I'm at the gym lifting. That's my favorite thing to do, is lift weights. And then something unique, probably my favorite animal is a snake. I love pythons. And that's about it.
Do you have a pet python?
No, I don't have a pet one. My mother would never.
You would not want that coming in to the Zoom meeting someday.
One day.
All right. Who's next?
I just wanted to say I'm going to disappear really fast, so I'm going to go grab some water. I'll be back though.
No worries. Who's going? Karina.
Okay. I searched it up and kite came up since it's a quadrilateral. Is that okay?
Yes, absolutely. I was going to think about kite too. Let's see what you say. Why did you choose kite?
Okay, so yeah, the shape kite, I think of the kite that you can fly up. So what I like to, I guess, refer to that is like you never know if you're gonna fly up or down, but as long as you try and you just go with it. And something about me is I recently changed jobs. I used to work at a retirement home as a receptionist, but now I work as a tutor and also an assistant director at Huntington Learning Center in Flower Mount. And something unique, I guess, last October, I got my certification to do microblading, which is like tattooing the eyebrows. So I think that's it.
I wish we were together. I've been wanting to get one, but from a trusted source, I would have got it from you. So that, well, welcome to the class.
Thank you.
Okay, now you have to go, Medina. There's no choice.
My name is Galilea Medina, and the term I chose is geometry. I went with geometry because for me, I always struggled with geometry in my other math classes when I was like in high school and stuff. And I think it's a difficult term. And I would say something that relates with me is that I'm difficult to understand. Well, that's what my mom says. And I love watching Netflix on my free time. That's one of that's what I love doing. I also like traveling. I haven't traveled a lot, but it's one of my goals in life. And something unique about me, I couldn't really find anything, but I would say I'm just a full-time student and I've never worked. So
All right. Welcome to the class. And I love watching Netflix too. What's your favorite show right now?
well, right now I'm just I finished watching a movie. I don't remember what's it called, to be honest, but
Yeah, I just keep repeating shows over and over again. Like literally on Tuesday, I went back and I had this, I don't even know what I watched. I was just staring at it for an hour. So tired. So anyways, welcome to the class. Because this was the first week, I had a few students, like 2-3, contact me and let me know that they would not be here since I could not call them up before and let them know about Wednesday week, or they could not get the message in time. But we have 9 students in our class and we're going to have lots and lots of fun. Okay. So welcome, and Molly, especially welcome of jumping in late, but just jumping on board. Okay. That was amazing. Just getting everything all together very quickly. So let's go ahead, get started. I think the very first thing would be for us to talk about the syllabus and the schedule. So I am going to share my screen and you can open it up on your phone if you want to follow there, however you want to do it. And then I would also like to show you guys the D2L and explain different things, okay? Can you all see my screen? Okay, so basically this is what D2L looks like. You will, I update the news sections quite often, so you will keep seeing those. When you go, how many of you have worked with D2L? You've worked with D2L, right? Okay, so if you go on the content, you're going to see all of these folders out there, okay? Don't go crazy because of that 48, okay? I put stuff for you guys, but you are not to have to read everything, okay? And I'll explain that today. So here is your syllabus and schedule. Here is the lesson planning document. The reason that the lesson planning document, the lesson planning folder is not in a week is because you all are going to be at a different point when you do your lesson plans. Give me 1 second. Yes, it is recording. I wanted to make sure I'm recording. So that is one of the reasons. And then everything for week 1 will be under week 1 folder, week 2, week 3, week 4, like that. Okay. So let's look at the syllabus. I am not a person who reads long information or anything, but you have my office hours, you have the hall, you have my phone number if you need to contact me. In a few minutes, we are also going to become a part of a group meet so that you can just text message and ask questions. If I am not available to answer you and one of the peers answers you, it's perfectly okay. That is for us to collaborate together. You guys are all going to be teachers. Just right now, you're teachers in the making. So here is the course description, the book. How are we doing with the book? Well, nobody has a book and nobody needs a book. Okay, so I'll show that too. Course objectives, study. The syllabus is long because it has a lot of appendix. Another reason for not to be panicking. You open it, it's like 17 pages long syllabus. What's wrong with it? I'm going to drop the class right now. Do not please drop the class. Okay. All right. All of this attendance. So you should have received an email from Dr. Hinchman to doing the field and all of those things. Juliet, I think he has not received something from you. Dr. Hinchman, he said he has not received some paperwork from you or some background check from you or something. I'm not sure. He did say to let you know.
I will look at that when we're done.
Yes. And email him and ask him. Tell him Dr. Gupta was saying that there's something that I'm missing. What am I missing? Kind of a way. Okay. So, and you are all going to be placed in Lake Air, Dallas Lake Air, ISD, unless there are other arrangements or anything else to be made. Because I think one of our students is a paraprofessional, and so she'll be working in that school instead of being it. Do you guys have any questions about that before we move on?
Are we going to talk more about like what we'll be doing like in the field and like are we needing like a certain amount of hours?
Yes, yes, we will talk about those. I can tell you right now, as per, so all your field is coordinated by Dr. Hinchman. You need between 40 to 46 hours in the field, which is about 7 field days. Okay, if you go the whole day kind of a way, you do not have to go whole days. You can talk to your mentor teacher and then decide on a schedule that works with your work schedule, but you have to do those hours. There isn't a choice. And within those hours, you have to teach 3 lessons. 1 science, 1 math, and 1 social studies. So I'll be the one who will work with you on the math lessons. I'll be observing you via Zoom. Go ahead, Carly. I know you have a question.
It's just one lesson for each subject.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Only 1 lesson for each subject. I can tell you for me, 1 lesson plan. And I can tell you right now how I do my lesson plans, and I will reiterate it when we have the lesson planning day also. So what I do in math methods is I have you submit your lesson plan 1 week before the teaching date. Once you submit your lesson plan, and I meet with you before that also, like we have a pre-conference and as many pre-conferences as you want, okay? Submit it 1 week before. I give you electronic feedback, detailed electronic feedback. Like honestly, if you look at it, you'll be like, how could she give me like 20 comments on it? I like literally put a lot of feedback in it. And then you take that feedback, revise it, submit it on the day of your teaching, and that's the one I grade. So that you can incorporate all of those things. The lesson plan that we use is the West College of Education lesson plan and the same rubric. So there are some things that you can, if you write these sentences or these words, you check off the boxes, basically. That's the reason. You will probably never be doing such detailed lesson plans when you become a teacher. But since you are a teacher in training, we do detailed lesson plans.
Do you pick when we teach our lesson, or is it just as long as it's in the time period of hours?
I will give you a time period. So if you have so I will not say like I start my observations towards the end of September, but then you have the whole of October and November.
Okay.
You can pick date. Okay. You can pick the date and the time, and the topic comes from your mentor teacher.
Okay.
So you pick your date and time, but because I have to observe you, we coordinate to see whether I can be there or not. So like right now, I can tell you beforehand, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I can't observe you. It would have to be a Monday, Wednesday, or a Friday. Because I start teaching at 9:15 on Tuesday. I teach from 9:20 to 10:55, 11 to 12:20, 12:30 to 2. So there is no gap in between. And when we do the lesson planning, we will talk about schedules, we'll talk about dates, all of those things.
And you would only have to be present for one of those 7 days, right? Okay.
Yes. All right. And you do not have to be 7 days. Like you may say, okay, I cannot go for full days. I'm going to go half a day. So just time yourself the way you do it. So attendance is all over. Read it. Okay. So I don't really think like absences is one of the big things. Okay. 2 or after the 3rd absence, it's a drop of a letter grade. But the way we have set it up, I don't think I've never had an issue of absences in math methods class, honestly. This is the first week, so that's why, but otherwise I've never had an issue with it. Instructor drop, classroom participation. Yes, we will be participating and we will be doing activities, even if we are on Zoom. Okay, lots of fun and lots of learning. What do I mean? Participating in class discussion is a part of your grade. And I'll show you your grade points in just a second. I will let you guys read that. And if you have any questions, let me know. Computer requirements, everybody, it's an online, like it's a Zoom, assignments are online. We are meeting via Zoom, everything. So computer is required. There is it is not optional. There are computers for checkout, but it's in Wichita Falls, MSU. So if you're coming over here and you want to check out a computer for the semester, there is facilities over there. Here are your instructor classroom policies. Plagiarism 30% and above is too much and it will not be graded. I've never had an issue with it unless like there was a miscommunication of instructions or anything like that. So I'll let you guys read this. This is what I think you guys are more is. So you have quizzes, you have a technology assignment, you have 4 written assignments with a total of 75 points. There is a mini teaching, a presentation that is going to happen in class. That means via Zoom. And I am actually going to demonstrate you teaching via Zoom so that you guys you'll be working with a partner and do the presentation. Lesson plan and the lesson observation is for the lesson plan that you actually teach in the classroom. So those go together, final exam and your classroom participation grades. And A is a 90 to 100 and then 80 to 89. And these are descriptions about all of these. Extra credit, all of those things are all over there. So let's look at the course schedule. So course schedule, it tells you what's the topic. And then we are meeting in class 6 to 7:30 today. The readings are to be read before we come to class that week. That's how the readings will work. Okay. I know I know this is something that we talk about. That's why I know you guys have probably not read chapter 1 and 2. That's okay. And you probably don't even know where the book is. So I'll show you guys that too. No assignments this week. All your assignments are due Sunday, 11:30 p.m. No assignments. Does that make you feel better? Yay, good, right? Okay. So the next week you have an assignment that is due by Sunday, 11:30 p.m. and we'll talk about that one. Week 2 and week 3, you have to sign up for one time. In 2 weeks, you have to sign up for one time, 30 minutes or 25 minutes to meet with me individually. That's what it is. So we don't have class. You have to sign up for one time. And I'll show you where it is. Let me open up a tab. So if you go under week 2, you see an individual meeting sign up. You click on it and I'm adding times to it, guys. This week has been really busy. So I am working on you'll see I have open times on Tuesday. I'll have open times on Wednesday. I'll have open times on Thursday. I'll also have open times on Friday. If the times that I have don't work for you, you let me know. We will figure a time out for sure. Okay. But these will be updated and you'll have more times added to it. So you just go in, put your name, and here is the Zoom link that we will use. Because I am recording Zoom sessions, every Zoom link for the class will be different. So just go into that week, find the Zoom link, go to the class. So let's go back to our schedule. And then we will have class on September 15th. That's the Wednesday. And that's the day we will do all about the lesson plans. We'll go through the lesson plans, we'll go through the template, we'll go through writing a lesson plan, discuss all of those things. And then you have an assignment due that Sunday by 11:30. It's already there on the detour. Okay, how are we doing? All of these assignments are very small assignments. None of them are going to be big assignments. So when you look at this, so week 1 has your Zoom class link, has the GroupMe link, which we'll do it in just a minute, has today's PowerPoint and the Jamboard that we'll use to do the activity. Week 2 has your vocabulary assignment. It's a Jamboard again, and then the individual meeting, and then those articles that you will need. There'll be another file uploaded that'll say instructions for the math vocabulary. Okay, with points and everything. But I'll explain the assignment today so that you guys can get a head start on it. You have your instruction for quiz 1, and it's the same Google file that was there in the previous week, because you only have to sign up for one time in 2 weeks. And then here is week 4 is your vertical alignment assignment, and there'll be a drop box here for it. So where do you see the quiz? Go down. Does everybody have this? I'm going to view it as a student. So when you go on the content, you're going to have this My Education Lab. When you click on that My Education Lab, here is your e-textbook. You don't need to buy a textbook. It's already there. You click on it. If at any point you're not able to see my screen, let me know, okay? So here's the textbook. I can go on the content, go to the chapters. Okay. If you go back to the My Education, if you go on assignments, that's where you will find your first quiz. How do you know what's in the quiz? Let's go back to instructions for the quiz. And I don't think I could have been simpler than this, but even if there is something that I missed, you let me know. I will add to it. What do you do for the quiz? You read chapters 2 and 3 for the quiz. What is the quiz? The quiz is based on chapter 2 and 3. And what does the chapters are about? Where is the quiz? The quiz is on the My Lab under assignments. How is it graded? Every multiple choice is 1 point, open-ended is 2 points. You have 1 attempt, unlimited time. You also have the save for later option, which means that if you do only chapter 2 questions and you want to come back, that's fine. You just won't be able to access the questions that you've already done. Now, it won't identify as a chapter 2 or chapter 3 questions. I think it does. I'm not sure if it does or not, but I'll have to check right now. But you can leave and return later to complete it. And when is it due? So I have all that information over there. How is the open-ended graded? Here is the rubric for it. So what you do is you go on that week and you will have instructions for those. So like if there's an assignment, it'll be instructions for this one, instructions. I'm going to show you this one. So when you go on the vertical assignment, your instructions are in red. Remove all the red thing and put your stuff in there. Okay. All right. I've talked for a very long time. I'm going to pause now. Okay. Questions.
So I was gonna ask this earlier. I know we're reflecting back onto observation hours, but you said how many hours do we need?
Between 40 to 46.
Is that for each class, or is it? Do you think it's
Total?
Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't for
Yes.
each.
No, it's total.
How come?
Mhm.
How come it's ranges from 40 to 46 and not like a set number?
I think that the set number is 45. But what
Okay, that
happens
makes
is,
sense.
okay, what I feel is the reason that it ranges is because some students are able to collect hours before they come into this course, and those hours count towards it. So that
Okay.
gave a range of 40 to 46. Okay, if I'm in your position, and if you are lacking hours, Dr. Hinchman will email you and tell you, no, you do not have enough hours. Go get the hours. I would shoot to get 45 hours in.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
On Monday, Dr. Hinchman's Zoom meeting, he had said, I think no more than 40 is what he said.
Oh, no more than 40. That's even perfect.
But
Go for it.
don't hold me to that. I think that someone in this meeting was also present.
He said 40.
He did say 40? Okay.
Let's do 40. Yahoo!
But
Go for
I
40.
mean, maybe that changed, or maybe.
Oh, no. Go with what he's saying.
Okay.
40 is perfect. Yes, let's put 40 now. For field hours, go with what Dr. Hinchman says. So we teach two math methods courses together. One, the flower mount course, and one here in WFISD. So he does all the field for the flower mount. I do all the field for WFISD. So if he says 40, you go with 40. Anything he says about the field, your mentor teachers, assignments, and anything like that, you go with what he says. I'll always defer to what he has said in that. Yes, 40 is great. All right, what else?
Can you show where you click to access the quizzes again?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
No worries at all. Absolutely. So when you go down to My Education Lab, assignments.
Oh, okay.
Tab. So you only see one quiz because you have a quiz. Once you take this quiz and the due date is over, there will be a button here that would say review, that you can go in and even look at your answers and the feedback.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, let's do this. So does everybody have a cell phone?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to have you guys take your cell phones out and we are going to do this. You are going to type in my name, Ritika Gupta 522, and text it to this number, 37607. And once you are entered into the thing, you can type in if you have a question and it will pop up over here. Because I know it's the first class and we feel shy in asking some questions that we may be thinking about. But believe me, there are no wrong questions and there are no wrong answers too.
Do you capitalize?
It
what
doesn't
we
make a
type?
difference
Oh,
if you just capitalize.
So after we text that, what are we supposed to do?
So you're going to get a message back that'll say you are in the room or something like that. And then you just type in your question. That's all, and text it. Type in a question that you have about the course or anything else that you have a question about.
it worked.
Great question. How does the partner lesson presentation will work? I am going to, you're going to be with a partner and I'll give you a set. You're going to choose a book, a multicultural book, and you're going to design a small math activity related with that book. And it'll be like a 20-minute presentation. So if you'll see on your, on week 8, I actually do not have a class. Since I don't have a class, you can meet with your partner during this time and get ready for presenting it for the next time. Because it's tough for you guys to meet outside, you know, like, and if you need, like, I'll tell you, if you need me to set up a Zoom link, I can set up Zoom links for you guys so that you can meet and do all that, or you can like converse via phone or set it up yourself, or actually even meet in person if you want to meet in person. If you are at same school at the same time, you can meet over there together too.
Is Midwestern's library open on campus?
Yes.
Okay.
Anybody else has any questions? I'm happy that you don't have questions because I feel I'm telling you all the answers, but it also makes me unhappy because I was like, what if they have questions and I've been too confusing or something like that? You see?
Does for our observation hours, it's one teacher for all 3 subjects, right?
Yes.
Okay. I was so nervous that I was going to be 3 different teachers for 3 different subjects, 20 hours per each, freaking out.
One teacher for all of you.
Awesome.
Have you got your mentor teachers back? Do you know who your mentor teachers are as yet?
No, not yet. Is it, since it's like a Dallas district, is it between like Corinth, like Dallas, and like Shady Shores, or is it just like Dallas Elementary?
I think it's just Lake Dallas Elementary.
Okay.
Unless there's a different circumstances or something like that.
Okay.
So you probably will see each other in person some point or the other, depending on where you guys go for observations. And we've worked with like Dallas ISD before, so it's been easy to set up for Zoom and all of those things because they already know what the expectations are that these teacher candidates will be observed, kind of.
In other classes, they put like a cap on how long you can be at the school per day or whatever. Is that?
I don't think there is any cap how long you can be, but that is definitely a question for Dr. Hinchman.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. It seems like we don't have any other questions, which I am happy and sad about. So let's do this. Let's go on week 1 and sign up for the group meet. So if you sign up using that link on the group meet, you actually do not share your phone numbers with anybody. And if you want to, you're welcome to share. You can private message on group meet. So I'm going to give you guys all right, Karina was the first one to join.
Do you already have to have like an account or something?
Karina, do you have to make an account? Can you help her out?
Yeah, I had already had one that I used for past classes, but I think you can, because I'm doing it from the computer, give me the option to sign up through like Google or Apple. Not Apple.
Okay.
It gives you options.
And you can even get like notifications and everything in your computer. All right, Juliet is there.
Mhm. That's odd. It says I already have an account.
It happens to me all the time.
I'm probably gonna have to reset the password real quick. Sorry.
No, that's fine. I'm telling you, that happens to me all the time. All right, as we are waiting for others to join, and I know Galilia is here, Carly got in. We're waiting for Molly to come in, that's fine. As we are waiting, I want you to go on the PowerPoint and let's share something good that has happened this week. So choose a box and type in something good that has happened this week.
Whenever I try to make a new GroupMe account, it says that there's an unknown error. And I've gotten to the point where it will text me the PIN, the GroupMe PIN number to confirm, and then it just doesn't work.
Do you want me to just add your phone number?
Yes, please.
Okay. I have your phone number. I just wanted to ask you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, I actually don't have your phone number. Molly, do you want to private message me your phone number?
I'll just put it in the chat. I don't really mind.
Okay. All right, it's right there over there, and you are with two more girls. I'm not sure which one you are. Everybody has a silver hat on top. Molly, I'm talking about yours. Picture, profile picture.
Where do you see that?
On
The group me, just because I don't have a picture.
No, you have a picture. There are three girls standing by side, with each one of them has like a silver hat on top.
Interesting. That must be a very old group me from like high school or something. Maybe I just had it under that.
Yeah.
Oh, I had this for a job. That's why. This makes
Covering
sense.
old things and new things.
Ugh.
Do you guys just want to verbally share something good that's happened this week instead of typing in?
That would probably be easier.
Okay, let's do that. Okay, again, who wants to go first?
I can put what I typed.
Okay.
I put on there that I met my goal for my savings account this week.
Oh, that is awesome.
I hit it. I'm about to, so I'm like kind of stressing out with working and everything. So I'm just glad I met my goal, so I don't have to stress out on if I have to buy any like appliances or like, you know, furniture.
Good. That is great. Great, Juliet. All right, who's next?
Technically, my good thing hasn't happened yet, but it is going to be this week. Does that count?
Yes, and it is very mysterious.
It's my best friend's birthday, and she just like beat cancer. So it's going to be a good birthday. I'm really excited for it.
That is great. Is she in remission? Like, did she just go
Yeah.
into remission? Okay.
Her last chemo was in February, and she's been clear since. So
That is amazing. I tell you, when you go into remission, just hitting that dong is amazing. My husband did that, and so I know he has still not hit the dong, but that really one that you really pray for that situation.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So awesome, great. All right, who's next?
I'll go. I saw that in my TouchNet payment portal, I got refunded for all of my tuition for scholarship money. So
yes,
that's the best feeling.
Yes, that is really good. I don't want to know the reason you got refunded, but that's a good thing. Okay?
It's scholarship money.
Yes, that is amazing. Great.
Awesome.
Thank you.
On that very note, I am going to share a link with you guys, which gives you $1,000 scholarship during your student teaching, if you apply. Okay, so I'm going to get that link right now. It's a small application, but you do that application, and I'm going to put the website link, and then I will put and it's a scholarship, and it is a pre-service teacher scholarship. You guys are pre-service, and they are due May 31 of each year. Okay, so if you've already done your student teaching also, I think they refund you money back. And it's $1,000, which is not bad at all.
When you do student teaching, do you just like pay for like, I guess, how does that work? The whole paying for that?
As far as I know, that the student teachers that do it in Wichita Falls ISD schools do not pay. But if you're doing it outside of Wichita Falls ISD, you have to pay a $500 amount to do student teaching outside of it. However, since you guys are from the Flower Mound campus, Dallas counts as being in campus, right? I don't know. So that's a really good question. And if you want to ask, the person to ask would be Sherry Johnson.
Okay.
She is the one who would have all the information about student teaching, or Marcy Moore. Those are the people. Okay.
That scholarship would only count towards the clinical teaching that we'll do for the full semester, or would that count for anything that we could be doing outside of classes, like before we have to hit the clinical teaching semester?
So you can apply and you get $1,000,
Okay.
which is towards your clinical teaching semester. Whether you use it before or whether you use it after, it's on your choice. It's just a cash amount of $1,000.
Okay.
Like a check of $1,000. That's all comes your way. So it is not associated with what you use it for. You can use it from gas money to buying something to paying for it.
Okay. Thank you.
And the application, the essay that you have to write 1,500 or more is actually, when you start writing it, you're going to see that you have so many examples from your own experiences in the blog and all your experience that you've had before and are having, that it goes very fast.
How do you save these links? Sorry.
I have no idea, but I can put this.
Oh, I can copy it.
D2L. Would that help?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I can put the link on D2L right now.
Thank you.
And Karina and Galilea. Am I saying your name right?
It's Galilea.
Galilea. Let me write that down so I can make sure. Galilea. I haven't forgotten about your good thing. Okay. For you to share your good thing.
Well, I just recently finished reading the book that I was trying to finish like in a month. It took me like 4 months to finish. It's a really easy read, but I was just procrastinating on reading it. So yeah, I just finished it yesterday. It's really good. I recommend it. It's called We Were Liars. So I would say that was my good thing. Right?
Oh, that is a really good thing. It's been a long, long time I've been able to read a book. Like it's a very long time. So that is a great thing. All right, Karina.
So I recently started working out and I joined a CrossFit class. So this week, I guess I have more motivation and I'm actually enjoying working out.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is awesome. I know Kylie will agree with you. I'm not sure I agree with you. Okay. All right. How many of you heard about Hotter Than Hell bike race that happens in Wichita Falls? It's literally called Hotter Than Hell. Okay. It's like 100-mile bike race. You can do 100 miles, you can do 25 miles and all of that stuff. And so it has a section of 10K. And so I'm doing the 10K. It's only 6.2 miles, but it sounds really good when you say 10K. 10K, but the reason we're doing it is because it's a family bike ride. And so my daughter wants to do it because there will be no brother there. Because I was like, I'm not taking the brother with me. She's like, oh, this is something you and me can do it. And so every evening we are like biking to like make our muscles strong. And I'm like trying, because I'm like, she has to finish, right? I can't really drag her for 6.2 miles. Like I would be able to probably do it. But with her, I'm not sure how many hours it will take. And they do stop at 3.1 miles and give you donuts and juice and everything. That's what I've heard. If not, I'm actually calling my husband. You need to come and get me a donut. But anyways, that's a point. But we've been doing that. While it's been nice, Karina, it has also makes me sleep in an instant. I touch the pillow and I'm out. Like I bet Juliet can tell you, after 2 jobs and working full time and everything, the moment you touch the pillow, you are out. So, but it's been nice though. But oh my gosh. Anyways, the link is on week 1. It says TCTM pre-service scholarship. I'll just put it as pre-service teacher scholarship. So you guys have that. Okay, so let's do an activity. You guys ready? How many of you know about Jamboard? Has anybody ever used Jamboard? Okay, so let me first show you Jamboard because your assignment, the vocab assignment is on the Jamboard too. Okay, so I'm going to share my link. So Jamboard is completely free. It's a Google, it's an online whiteboard. You can have 50 people at the same time working on this. You can set a background, whichever background you want, it changes. Okay, I have a pen here. I can change color to the pen. I can write. I can highlight. So I did not select that. I can highlight. I can like, obviously my handwriting is amazing. There's an eraser. Erases everything. You can also clear the frame completely. This is a sticky note. You can choose a sticky note and I can type in sticky note. So I have a sticky note. I can do anything. I can make it bigger, smaller. This is an image. I can add an image. I can upload it, get it from wherever I want to get it. If I want to add an image. I can do shapes. I can do a text box. Okay. This is a laser. I have never used a laser. So I'm not going to be talking about a laser. Which I don't talk about it. But and then this is the mouse. How are we doing? Good? Nice. All right. So what I'm going to have you do is you go select a slide, take a sticky note and put your name on top of that slide. Let's do that. Select any one slide, your choice. I've also put the link in the chat for you guys.
Is mine popping up on?
Okay, so everyone comes with a different name. Someone is a someone who's a chameleon, someone is an alligator, someone is a penguin, someone is a panda. So I don't know who's who. I may be showing up with a different one.
I put my name on the top on the sticky note, like you said.
Okay, so I have Karina's, I see Molly's name. Yes, Juliet, there it is on slide 2. So the next task will be through GroupMe, I'm going to send you a vocabulary word. On your page, you are going to illustrate that vocabulary word. That means you're going to draw it out. You can directly draw it using the pen, the marker, and all of that stuff. Or you can draw it on a paper and take a picture and post it. Okay? All right. Do not put the word anywhere. Got it? Is everybody ready? Yeah. Don't use Google. So you should have your word. If you don't have your word, let me know.
I do not have a word yet.
Molly, I just sent it to you.
Mm.
I'm going to send it to you on this chat. How about that?
Okay.
Private message. You may want to check your group me, okay?
Okay.
Could we use numbers for this illustration?
No,
Okay.
no words, no numbers.
When I went to your profile on GroupMe, the word popped up. So I have my word now.
I don't see mine, but
Okay, so what she said was when you go on group me and go to my, click on me, and then it's like do a direct message, that word will pop up. So you go to group me,
okay.
go to members, and then click on my,
Okay, I think I got it.
got it? Molly, that could have been a reason for you not to get the word.
That might be it.
Because so on group me, you can definitely do it on the group, but the group me also gives you to be able to direct message to me if it's something that you don't want the class to know, just me. I like it because we are able to just text message and not having to go through several emails before figuring things out.
They're saying we have to draw this.
Mm-hmm.
Cred.
Yes, you have to draw this. Hi, Anna, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, ma'am. How are you?
I
I
have just-
apologize for logging in late. I just got home. I'm sorry.
Okay, I have assigned you to a breakout room while others are working on their activity. I'm going to meet you in the breakout room, okay?
Okay, that works.
I'm going to let you guys work on this while I go visit with Anna, okay? Anna, are you there?
Yes. There we go.
I just stopped it instead of pausing it. That's okay. All right, so let's do this. So Juliet is not going to answer this, but I'm going to want to know, what did you guys guess this word was? What was the word?
Oh,
Or what can you guess this word is? Galilea, what do you think?
Like, I know what it is, but I just don't know the word.
exactly.
What would you guess if you had to decide? What is it? Dorina?
Like equal, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. Juliet, what's the word?
The word is solution.
Solution. Can you
Yeah.
believe that we talk about what is the solution of this problem and we never tell the students what does the word solution means? How tough is that? Okay. Molly cannot answer. That is a beautiful picture. Wow. Great at drawing, no doubt about it. All right, what do you think it is?
Teaching?
Okay. Carly?
Painting? That's not a math term.
Yeah,
But
no. Anna, what do you think?
Demonstrating.
Them
Demonstrate is a good word. Yes, go ahead, Anna.
maybe expression.
Expression. Nice. Karina?
Maybe like illustrating what they know.
Any other? Lilia? No. The word was, Molly?
Create.
Create.
that's good.
Okay, guys, this is not good. 2 wrongs already. Okay. What do you think Karina drew? Which word did she draw? Oh, that's a good one. Good illustration of the word. Sorry. Molly?
Discover? Is that a magnifying glass in its hand or is that a...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Discover. What else?
Observation.
Could it be analyzing?
Analyzing is great. Somebody else said something. Survey or
Occupation.
something. Any other guesses? Karina, the word was?
Definition.
That's good.
That was a good illustration, but think about it again. We just tell them, we are going to now do the definitions of these words. What's the definition of a function? What's the definition of a kite? Well, but we never tell them what do we mean by definition. So they have to figure out what's the definition and then they have to figure out what's kite. That is so tough. Oh, nice one. All right, what is it?
Financial.
I know, savings account moving in your head right now, Juliet, right? Anna?
Has to do something about like symbolizing,
Mm-hmm.
maybe, because he has like different symbols in his head or meanings, like symbols for those 3 apples on the side. So I think it has something to do with that.
Do with like
I think it's like prices or like how much something costs.
Yeah.
How much is that even a legit answer?
What was the answer?
Estimate.
Estimate. See? Guys, what is this? Is this a record? Like 3 out of 3 wrong, 4 out of 4 wrong?
Well, I made mine difficult. I'm sorry.
No, Carly, not at all. Okay, let's guess.
Is it comparing, contrasting?
Close.
Finding the difference?
It's good. That's a really good one. Compare, contrast is a good guess. Anybody else?
You got the first letter right.
Yeah. And she got a really tough one too. Okay, I'll let you say it, Carly.
A concept. So I just made a concept map.
Okay. So basically we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 5 wrong, right? So the reason I did this was because to show you guys how tough math vocabulary can be. It is difficult, guys. It has multiple meanings. If I tell anybody that I'm going to go do an operation, I'm going in for an operation, I do not mean that somebody's doing surgery on me. I'm just doing addition, subtraction, multiplication. We don't use the language in normal life. Like I would not say, oh my gosh, you are biking very tangentially to the road. I saw your drive. It was very divergent from, I'm not going to use those words in real life, right? So just the fact that it is so important for you to know the vocabulary, but also important for you to teach the vocabulary explicitly. Okay, how are we doing? Good. Okay, so when we meet for our next class, we're going to do more activities because we spend quite a little bit of time talking about the syllabus and all of those things. So let me talk about your assignments. Okay, no assignments this week. You have an assignment that is due next week. So when you look at week 2, so you have a vocab assignment. So your vocab assignment is basically your Jambo. The first page of instruction, you're going to select a slide just like you did today. You're going to put your name as a sticky note just like you did today. You're going to analyze the article and make a visual that discusses it. So basically you're creating one page cheat sheet with visuals, graphic organizer, however, about that article. Okay, leave all the irrelevant, only what as a student you would like to know about the activity, because these are all related to vocabulary. Okay, about the activity, about the student, and your reflection on that. How are we doing? Good. So for that, what I did to make your life easy, because I know that lots of things are going on, I put all the articles down there. You choose one article. I will add another 4 more if it is needed. Okay, you choose any one of those to do your assignment. And by Friday, you will also see an instruction sheet with a rubric also. So this assignment is due not this Sunday, the next Sunday. So you
Are there any examples of this?
I don't have examples, but what I'll do is I'll make it a little bit more explicit in the instruction. Would that help you? Okay. I'll try to get some things related to that and tell you, okay?
Okay.
Or maybe I'll even make a template for you or something.
Even if it's basic, I'm just having a hard time like picturing how to do it.
Okay, like I would say is if I am doing it, I would probably have activity. Let me make one. Like even as simple as something. Can you guys see my thing? Oops. So you guys are going to see my room now, okay? Because I have to do the virtual background off. All right. That does not sound really awesome, okay? But something as simple. I'll have the activity key points, like a graphic organizer, and then I can have a reflection piece. You see what I'm trying to say? Very simple. It's not an essay to write.
Okay.
As simple as that is what I'm talking about. Because what I want is this to be like a resource. So what you're doing is you're actually reading things that have been done in the classrooms by teachers all over the US and proven to be effective for their students. So you're looking at, okay, what was it that they did? Is that something that I can use? How is it relevant to me? Is it going to be relevant or not? Or I think it may have worked for them, but not worked for me. Oh no, this is amazing. I like it. I never thought about it.
So it's like your thoughts on the article?
Your thoughts on the article, but also the piece about what it is.
So in summarizing it too.
Yes, summarizing.
Okay.
Because what I want is to be like a resource. So if you do one, Carly, that could be something that others would just read and know about it. So we'll do like a round robin gallery thing next time when we meet, because we're meeting in week 4 and we will actually work with that. Okay.
Okay.
But I will try to put something more as instructions.
Okay.
And you're doing it on a Jamboard. You can use pictures. You can use emojis. You can make it as creative as you want it to be. 1 page. That's all I need.
Okay.
And like it could happen that the activity has tons of different parts and you just pick up one part to talk about it.
Okay.
Okay. Like if I talk about, let's say, I talk about the hangman. That's something that they did. They use the hangman. I'll draw a picture of hangman and say, used to do this, can be multiple ways, use multiple ways, and things like that. And then what's your reflection about it? How will I do it? Like, how will I do it for a whole class? Will that implementation needs to be thought about? You know, things like this.
Okay.
Okay. So the only condition for this is each one of you has to select a different article. You can go in and look at the articles and decide which one you want to do it. If when you read it, you don't like it and you want to change it, you can surely change it, but you cannot choose one that somebody else has chosen. And the easiest way we are going to do is you type in the one that you're choosing on the GroupMe so that everybody knows that this is stake. And they will not use it. Okay, right now I think I have about 10 or 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yes, I have 11 of them on there. I have requested through the Interlive because I was going to have you guys go and find one, but I was like, that's too much work for you guys. I can just find them for you and then put it in and you guys can just read it. You have a whole this week, whole next week to read it. And we are also meeting individually. If you have questions about the article or anything like that, you want to ask during our meeting, you are welcome to ask. Okay, if you have a rough thing going around and you're like, okay, if this looks okay, and like that, you're welcome to ask that. Honestly, if you guys want to make a GroupMe without the instructor, you're welcome to make a GroupMe without the instructor because you may want to talk about me, let's be honest. But you just cannot talk about it on the GroupMe that I am there. Okay, so if you want to do that, you are welcome to do that. Guys, let's be honest. I've talked about every professor of mine. Okay, so this is just your very first assignment. Okay, so I just want to see how creative you guys are. What information can you glean from summarizing it? So it's not like hardcore CrossFit. That was the right word. Boot camp kind of a thing. Okay. So now week 3 assignment, I already showed you. Here are the instructions. And then your quiz is on my lab already. Okay. Week 4 is also already there, but we will talk about week 4 in class also. We will actually practice it in class. Making your ABCD objectives and all of those things. All right, it is actually 7:29. Does anybody have any questions for me before we exit? No? It was really great to see you guys, all of you.
You too, thank you.
Yes, and we're going to keep our cameras on during class so that we can actually know each other more and more. Okay?
Okay.
Right. If you have a question, you're welcome to stick around. Otherwise, I will see you for our individual meetings.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Dr. Gupta, I'm still trying to get the GroupMe. I got the app and I made a new account because when I logged in with my phone number, it didn't log me in to that old